Now, I just wanted to take a couple of minutes to talk about and share with you my first full week in my practicum at the school. Go, Zoe. As you may or may not know, I am currently getting my education degree. What that involves is spending a lot of time in the classroom with the students. I'm looking at teaching at the elementary school level. Currently, I'm in a grade 3-4 split class. And the way the program works where I'm at is that I'm actually in the classroom every Monday for the first couple of months. That was great, but that really just gave me the opportunity to really observe my cooperating teacher, do a little bit of lesson planning and a little bit of teaching and some one-on-one and some small group work. Most of it, quite frankly, was just the observing side of things, and the responsibility wasn't quite there. But that all changes once you get into your full-time practicum where you're there every day and there's greater expectations on how you're going to interact with the kids and the amount of lesson planning that you do and the amount of teaching that you give in front of the class. So before I go into exactly how that felt, I did want to share with you a quick video that I took about 2 weeks prior to the full-time practicum happening. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a quick one, but I felt like it was a good time for me to get outside just for a sec. One of the things we get every year, especially being in Canada, is we get a lot of snow. And we are November the 6th. And November the 6th, we have our first snow of the year. The reason why that video is relevant, on the first day of my full practicum, I got up really early, set my alarm super early, and I went to the gym before my kids got up because I wanted to start the week and the day off right. As I'm in the parking lot getting ready to get out and go into the gym, I receive a text from my cooperating teacher telling me that the school was closed for the day due to bad weather. We had a lot of freezing rain, and that's just something that we get a lot of here, freezing rain and snow, and that school was actually closed. Immediately from there, I snapped a quick pic from the car of the gym and sent that back to the cooperating teacher saying something along the lines of, man, I guess I didn't have to quite get up so early, and also just how excited I was and can't wait for the next day so I can actually get in there and do some teaching. But I gotta be honest with you, part of me was a little bit relieved because I had a lot of anxiety and I was very nervous about this whole full-time practicum thing. All of a sudden there was gonna be a lot more responsibility put on me. All of a sudden I was gonna have to prove that I was meant to be a teacher, that I was gonna have to do a lot of things that would show that I was really good at doing this job. A lot of that anxiety and a lot of that worry came from, I know that my cooperating teacher is an excellent teacher and she does a great job, and I want to aspire to be something like her. So I was trying to emulate her the best I could in the classroom, and I was thinking about the way she did things and how I could do things similar. But it didn't take actually that long into my practicum to realize, look, I need to be genuine. Even within those first couple of days of the full-time practicum, I realized I need to be genuine because the students are going to feel that. And if I really truly believe that I'm going to be a good teacher, is that I need to be true to myself if I'm going to make this into a career and do this for a long time and actually find this fulfilling. As I mentioned, that actually happened very early on in that first full week of the full-time practicum. What was meant to be the second day actually ended up being my first day. I went into the classroom again with a lot of anxiety because I was trying to emulate what my teacher was doing. Ultimately, I needed to figure out a way to be my own teacher and be exactly who I wanted to be. And then if I want to talk just for a second about what I would consider sort of the first aha moment I've had in this sort of journey on becoming a teacher, when I walked into the classroom on the final day, the Friday of that first full week. So I walk into the classroom and I'm standing there in the middle of the classroom and the kids are actually still outside, and all of a sudden the bell rings and I get this wave of anxiety. And I'm standing there and I hear the kids coming in, and they're coming into the classroom and they all come circle around me, and it's Mr. Sprague, Mr. Sprague, Mr. Sprague, Mr. Sprague. Okay, just 1 minute, I'll try to get to you. Just a sec, I'm trying to talk to so-and-so. And they're all very excited. They want to tell me about what they did the night before, what they're working on, what they plan on doing this weekend. And I had this huge, overwhelming wave come across me, but almost immediately following that, I had what I would consider an aha moment, where I was just, wow, this is exactly why I'm here. This is exactly what I want to do. All of these kids are here anxious to see me, anxious to talk to me, anxious to just learn from me, and anxious to teach me the things that they know and share with me the things in their lives that they're finding exciting and important to them. And that's truthfully, I think, why I've gotten into teaching, is that I just love the idea of spending all this time with these kids, helping them realize their potential and them helping me realize my own potential. So I don't intend for this to be a long video. I just wanted to share with you a couple of points on my first week in my full-time practicum. Ultimately, when I say what's important to Matt, that means my family, and I feel that becoming a teacher is exactly where I need to be. And if it's exactly where I need to be, that's going to help me be a better father, be a better person for my family, and that's the ultimate goal.